Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Bhattarayanam Sutrabhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavandau Punah Punaha Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Ishvaro Gururatmeti Mukti Beta Vibhagine Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Gukaro Anthakaro Vai Rukarastan Nivartakaha Anthakara Nirodhitvat Gururitya Vidhiyate Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Bhadram Karne Vishrudayama Devaha Bhadram Pashevakshiviryachatraha Sthirairangai Sushtuvam Sastanupihi Veshema Devahitam Yatayuhu Susti na Indro Vrittashravah Susti na Pusha Vishwavedah Susti nastarchu Arishtanemihi Susti no Brahaspatir Dathatu Om Shanti 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 Om Prajnanam Shupratane Sthiracharanikara Vyapya Lokan Bhuktva Bhogan Stavishtan Punarabhidishanot Bhasidan Kamajanyan Vitva Sarvan Visheshan Sabidi Madhura Bhung Mayaya Bhojayannaha Maya Sangya Sturiyam Paramamrutamajam Brahmayattanatosmi Yo Vishwatma Vidya Vishayan Prashya Bhogan Stavishtan Paschachanyam Subhiti Vibhavan Jodishasvena Sukshman Sarvanetan Punarabhishanai Swatmani Stapayitva Hidva Sarvan Visheshan Vigata Gunaganah Pattvasaunaspuriyaha. We are studying Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad. And we are in the third section of Māṇḍūkya kārikā. We all know that Māṇḍūkya kārikā is important in studying, understanding, assimilating Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad. And we are in the kārikā number 3rd. We are in the kārikā section number 3rd. And we are in the 13th verse. We will directly enter into the 13th verse of the kārikā. Advitiya Prakaranam. The third section name have Advitiya Prakaranam, and we are in the 13th kārikā. I will read the kārikā and I will give you the meaning of the kārikā. Okay. Jivatmanorananyatvam apedena prashasyate nanatvam nindyate yacha tadevam hi samanjasam. Jivatmano ananyatvam apedena prashasyate nanatvam nindyate yacha tadevam hi samanjasam. Remember, our Vedas have another name called Shruti. We all call Veda Shruti because in the olden days, this glorious message of the divine entity, Vedas our fundamental scriptures, are not being written and carried forward to the disciples. The only way is we teach our disciples orally chanting and orally giving the meaning, and all this blessed knowledge should be memorized by the students who is sitting in front of us. No other way. The entire text is being carried forward by memorizing, listening from the teacher, and you memorize. Thus, the entire text is being carried forward through that disciple, and when he becomes the guru, the teacher, he will also go through the same process. He will teach his students what is being memorized from his teacher, and the same thing without adding anything, without reducing anything. He just teach them orally. And the disciples, the third generation disciples, again, they will memorize the entire thing. So Shruti, the Vedas, have only one purport. They don't have any other hidden agenda towards the human being, because it is not written by a human being. Entire Vedas are called Apaurusheyam, not a man-made theory or a man-written work. It is being collected by different sages who gone into the meditation, and from their sixth sense, they got these verses from the atmosphere, and they collected and made into called Vedas. So nobody written Vedas. First, you have to know that if somebody asks you, who has written Vedas? There is no author for Vedas. Vedas are apaurusheyam. Unlike the other scriptures of other religions, this is not man-made or written theory. So, the sages collected these verses from the atmosphere because of their intensive meditation, and from there, because of their purified mind, they collected the mantras, the verses from the universe, and they put into a collection called Vedas. Coming to the point now. We have two sections in the Vedas. First section is ritual portion, karma kanda. It is only a means to reach the destination. If you analyze properly, the entire karma kanda is only a means to reach the destination called free from death and birth cycle, liberation, emancipation. For that, we need a purified mind. An impure mind will always stick with the external object and it will go around through different death and birth. Any impression which is left over will take a ride to a next birth. Cleaning all the impressions which are accumulated in the mind through the various rituals which are being told in the ritualistic portion. By doing without any expectation of result, one can achieve a purified mind, a position, a status of having a purified mind. Shuddha Sattvaha, a person endowed with a purified mind. If you are equipped with a purified mind, it is just like a dried grass which is ready to get a heavy fire with a spark of a fire. So a dried stick will become into ashes within seconds if you get a proper fire on that. Similarly, a purified mind is ready to receive the knowledge and to be freed from this death and birth cycle. So, portion of knowledge, Jnana Kanda, has only one purpose. For every human being, we need to make them understand that they are not human being. There is no creation. There is only one thing which is formless and which can be sensed by oneself because it is self-evident, self-existent. That can be understood by removing all kinds of superimposition occurring on that. That can be removed by the studies of these teachings from the learned teacher or guru by the help of scriptures. And this is the only purpose. This is the only goal of each and every Upanishad or the portion of knowledge. No other goal you can accept on that or you can impose on that. Because in the olden days, in India itself, people misunderstood the portion of knowledge has different goals. That is being cleared by this verse by the Gaudapada Acharya. The entire portion of knowledge has only one purpose, one goal. There is the vision of the identity of the individual soul and the Supreme Soul. I am Atma Brahma. Tattvamasi. Aidadatmyam idam sarvam sa Atma Tattvamasi. All these sentences are to be understood in one single theme. They are all working to make understand the human being who came to know the knowledge portion by the help of Guru and the scriptures. Only one goal, make them understand the unity, the identity between the individual soul and the Supreme Soul. They are one and the same. People misunderstand they are different, they are separate. That is to be condemned also. In order to take away those mistakes, one needs to condemn. This is also being done by the Shruti. So now come to the meaning of the verse. Jivatmaror ananyatvam. The unity, the oneness between the Jiva. Jiva means the individual soul for the time being. And the Atma, the supreme consciousness, the cosmic consciousness. They are one and the same, ananyatvam. Status of being one, ananyatvam. They are not different, they are non-separate. Abedena prashasyade. It has been extolled, praised by giving their non-separation by different verses. Abedena prashasyade. This is the goal of each and every Upanishad. No other goal. Every Upanishad is working to make you understand the oneness between the Lord and the individual. This oneness will bring the immortality for the individual soul. Understanding the oneness and assimilating this knowledge will make the person more secure. Because the insecurity with regards to the death is the major issue for every individual. But by understanding the unity, the non-separation between the Lord and the soul, individual soul, that is the listener. That is one and the same. Abedena, by mentioning the non-separation, through the mode of non-separation. Prashasyade, glorified, praised. This is the main purport, the standpoint of Shruti. No other aim or goal cannot be imposed on the Upanishad. Upanishad are working together. Tattu samanvayad, consistent. Each and every Upanishad, whether it is a passage, whether it is a sentence, the major theme of every word are to be understood properly. That is why one need to study under a traditional teacher. If you study properly under a traditional teacher instead of learning the book by oneself, by reading, you will be more clear. So one need to understand properly. That is, the goal of every Upanishad is to make understand the unity, the oneness between the individual soul and the Lord. And another thing also there is been told in the Upanishad, Nanatvam Nindyade. Duality, adversity is being condemned. Yacha, by the same Upanishad, that is being rational, that is to be understood properly. Because I used to say in our previous classes, duality or adversity is not to be taught by a scripture. No need to have hard work in order to teach the duality. Duality is visible. Pramana pratyaksha. It is pratyaksha pramana. By our eyes and ears and nose and teeth and skin, it is very much experienced our duality from this world. So we don't need a book that your father exists in order to say the father's existence. I see with my eyes my father. Your dog is there. Its presence is being sensed by your eyes. There is a bird sitting in the tree. It is being sensed by your ears by the sound made by the bird. No need of a scripture to identify or to say. Scriptures don't need to teach you there is duality in the world, because duality is being sensed by everybody right from the childhood or by birth. Still, some schools of thoughts says that there is a Lord sitting in the heaven, and we are all created living beings, and we should reach the heaven by doing our duties and doing the noble things in the world, so that we can reach the heaven and we can enjoy extraordinary things which make us happy. This is called duality. Duality is not to be taught, and most of the religion is involved in this mistake, which is not our business to correct them. We are only interested to make our self-correction. So here it is told like this, Tadeva hi samanchasam. This is the proper way of understanding the Upanishad as it is. It is rational. That is, oneness between the Lord and the Ishvara, Lord and the Jiva, the individual soul and the supreme soul are one and the same. Like the space inside the pot and the outside space, what we call sky or etc., are one and the same. At the same time, the duality never exists at any point of time in the world. It's only in the tip of the tongue there is duality. Like the bubbles are there. When we say water only exists, bubbles are only for the time being. It's only a name and a shape, but only water exists in this ocean. But the bubbles and the surf are only the name and form without changing its nature of the water. Similarly, all the names and forms are to be understood one and the same. They are not different. And the diversity and the duality is to be condemned or to be understood, never existed at any point of time. Tadeva hi samanjasam. That is proper way of understanding or rational way. This is the meaning of the verse. We will look into Bhashya. Yad yuktitaha shrutitaha nirdharitam. What is ascertained by logic and the scriptures? Any sentence is to be understood by three ways. Shruti, Yukti, Anubhavam. Shruti, a sentence stated by the scriptures. Yukti, it should be logical. It should be understood and should occupied by the brain. It should be understood by the individual. Any sentence should be logical. Anubhavam. A person can experience what is told by the Shruti passages. It doesn't mean that five senses can see Atman. The Anubhavam means a fact which can be accepted by the mind. Logically and scripturally, any sentence is being understood. That fact can be understood by the individual. This is called experience. Shruti Yukti Anubhav. So what is being told in this sentence? What is being ascertained by logic and by Shruti, by the help of Shruti and by logic. What is that? Jivasya parasya cha atmanaha. The individual and the Supreme Lord, the individual soul and the Supreme Soul, the oneness of the individual soul and its Supreme Soul. Cha Atmanaha Jivatmanoho Ananyatvam. The unity, the oneness of the Jiva, the individual and the Supreme Consciousness. That is the purport. Ananyatvam, non-separate. There is no division between them. Avedena prashasyate, is being praised. By whom? Prashasyate means stuyade, praised, extolled. By whom? Shastrena, by the scriptures. Of course, a fact is to be praised in order to catch the attention of the seekers. When something very important is quoted in a casual way, it may be missed by the seekers. Because seekers are ordinary people, most of them. Very extraordinary people used to come as a seeker. All others are Tom, Dick, and Harry. Simple people. For them, you give some specification for the subject matter. Then it is very easy to catch up by them. Like when a movie is coming, the highlight of this movie will be given before months, even before 1 year before. There is a movie coming in the next year by the people, these and these, and this is the director, this is the maker, this is the choreographer, this is the cameraman. All these things will be advertised in a popular media. Then it will catch the attention of the ordinary people. Oh, these people are coming in one movie. Very good. We will see that movie. They will decide, The same manner you take the logic. Seekers are ordinary people. They are made extraordinary by the teachers and by the Shruti, listening properly. In order to draw the attention of the seekers, specifically the Shruti praise the vision of the scriptures, the oneness of the individual soul and the cosmic soul. Jivatmanon ananyatvam prashasyate. Non-division between the individual and the Lord is being praised. Jiva Ishvara Egatva Jnanam Eva Shrutehe Pradhana Vishaya. Main topic. Jiva Ishvara Ekatva Jnanam. The oneness between the individual soul and the Supreme Soul is the main topic. And what will be the result? Nirvishaya Ananta Avapti. Unlimited happiness which is gained without having any single external object in your life. A happiness which will not comes and goes. Nirvishaya Ananta Avapti. A happiness which is always stay with you because it is not gained by any external object like from the father's affection, or mother's care, or husband's love, or the wife's care, or the children's fun. These are all limited happiness. When you get a happiness by drinking a coffee, a material happiness. When you take a piece of cake into your mouth, a material happiness. When you see a person whom you are in love with him, love with somebody, it's a material happiness. When you get a book what is searching for, it's a material happiness. When you reach Rishikesh or India, after having a long time, it's a material happiness. When you go to Kilimanjaro to see the mountains in Africa, it's a material happiness. When you see penguins in Antarctica, after taking a lot of risk with your body and journey, etc., etc., it's a material happiness. Even though the happiness is very much high, it's a material happiness. It starts, continues, and ends. We are not talking about this type of happiness. Without owning anything, without having any external thing collected by. People are putting lot of effort to catch the attention of others. They want to become cinema-style superstars, heroes and heroines in front of the public so that they will draw the attention. And they will think he is an extraordinary person, even though I am helpless with oneself. They will think you are a hero. People are putting effort. They want to change the color of the face. They want to change the color of the hair. They want to change their body fitness. They want to change everything. They want to control others. What you are doing, so that I can be happy. Free from all these things. People are not to make you happy here. You don't become a doll for them. You have your own happiness. Without owning anything, you are unlimited happiness. Nirvishaya Ananda Avapti. This is also a promise given by the Shrutis. Shruti says, by understanding, assimilating the oneness between the Lord and the individual, a person will become immortal. A person will become ever existent. A person will become the biggest thing in the world. A person will have all kinds of happiness without having the presence of somebody. This is what the Shruti promise, and which is what I was searching for a long time. Everybody want to be eternal, immortal. That's why they color the hair. They don't want to make the color gray, hair gray. They don't want their body to become looking old. For that, they will eat a lot of things. Because their body should look young so that they can attract more people for their self-satisfaction, physical satisfaction. So people are interested in small happiness by searching different things in the external world. But seeing the smallness on all these things, it is just like a matchstick which is burnt. This body is filled with a lot of bacteria, urine, poop. All the 7 holes on the face and the below 2 holes can only give what is not needed for the body. Through the eyes, some mucus will come. Through the ears, through the nose. The entire body is not attractive. The external skin seems to be attractive and people are behind that, no problem. It's none of our business. This body is meant to make us understand the oneness between the Lord and the individual. Jiva Ishvara Ekatva Jnanam Shrutitaha Nishchayam. And what is the result given by the Shruti? Nirvishaya Ananta Avaptihi. Without owning a single coin in the world, if you have a commitment and ascertained, assimilated this knowledge, without owning up anything, you will be the master of unlimited happiness, which is already existing in you. Shruti never give you a new experience of unlimited happiness. Shruti will help you to understand you are the unlimited happiness, the source of unlimited happiness. These are the 2 purpose, goals of Shruti. And it is working over time. We are the people bit lazy to understand the message of Shruti. So it is told here, Shastrena Vyasadibhihi cha Prashasyade Shruyate Stuyade. The purpose, the goal of the Upanishad is being praised by the Shastra. All the Upanishad have only one single mission, that is to make us understand the non-divisional Brahman. Even though the world appears in adverse, it seems to be duality exists. But clean-cut understanding through a master, a guru, will make us so clear, the clarity brought out by them about the world and oneself. Thus, a person gets the clear vision regarding oneself and the Lord. Then there is no putting effort to reach heaven. When you are unsatisfied in the external world, you need to put effort and go to heaven. When oneself get all kinds of happiness at this present birth itself, there is no context of going to heaven. Heaven is also filled with all kinds of material happiness. The qualification of the seeker starts with not having any interest in this world or the external world, any heaven or etc. etc. Then only the mind can grasp the vision of Upanishad. If you keep some desires inside the mind and come to listen Upanishad, you will listen Upanishad and you will get some knowledge which will be satisfying, but not completely. So, the oneness is being praised by the Shastra and also Vyasa Adibhi. Veda Vyasa in the Brahma Sutra. Adibhi means other sages also, etc., etc. The oneness of the Brahman and the individual soul is being praised by the Upanishad and also Vyasa, etc. Yadicha, that also, and Sarva Pramana Sadharanam Swabhavigam Shastra Bahishkritaihi Kutarkikaihi Virachitam. That topic is being Sarva Pramana Sadharanam, is being understood. If you have a clear mind without any prejudice, when you look into the Shastra and towards the eyes of the Guru, who is humble towards you, who want to take care of you, they will give you the right vision about yourself without taking any advantage. But that's why they are called Deshika or Guru, one who shows the proper direction. But this casual and also at the same time unique information, Swabhavigam Shastra Bahishkritaihi. Swabhavigam, by nature, you need not to do anything in order to become the Lord. You are already Lord. Swabhavigam. Sarva Prani Sadharanam. Sarva Pramana, not Pramana. Sarva Prani Sadharanam Swabhavigam. All the human beings are nothing but Brahman, the individual soul. We are not human beings. We are not any relative of anybody. We are not husbands. We are not wives. We are not daughters. We are not boys or men. We are the supreme Brahman. If I say to the casual person, they will say, you are a madcap. You are a psycho. When we say you are a human being and the government already issued a passport, election card, all other things, so our identity by giving all our retina, etc., and you say that you are not human being and you are only Brahman, I have some problem, they will say. I'm not talking about ordinary people and I'm not taking classes for the ordinary people. I'm talking towards the brilliant people who are right in front of me, who can think beyond the nose and more than me. I am just saying what is told by the Shruti. Even it's not my ability or capacity. Don't think like that. I am just revealing what is told here. And I am an instrument in order to reveal the Shruti for you. There is no glory on any in me. The point is, Sarva Prani Sadharanam, which is evident for everybody. Sarva Prani Sadharanam. Because if you ask an elephant whether you exist or not, elephant also says that if it can say some language, I exist. So it is very evident for everybody and swabhavika, by natural instinct. The point is, this swabhavigam is being taken by the casual vision or by the eyes and the ears. By whom? Shastra Bahishkritaihi. One who is not interested in the reality of the scriptures and they are outsiders of Shastra. Those who are materialist. They don't believe in any Shastra. And Kutarkikaihi. One who disagrees in every point. If you open the mouth and say something, they will disagree. Without listening, no. Kutarkika, and they will have some illogics to make you understand, which is illogical. Everywhere you will get this type of people, even with your friends, They always disagree what you say. They don't want to even listen to you. If you want to say something, immediately they will disagree, which is which is universal. Everywhere there are people who argue, and they are partially informed people regarding the truth. We don't say they don't have any sense. In order to have a disagreement, they should have some sense. And Kutartikaihi Virajitam, and they have written big text regarding Nanatva Darshanam, the duality, the dualistic vision is being exposed and being taught for generation. A wrong understanding on the Upanishad made into a text, and they make followers and they will teach them. There is no division between the individual and the Lord. There is no division between the individual and the Lord. We all know that after studying this. But they say that there is always some division between the individual and the Lord. Nanatva darshanam nindyate. Those vision which they believe and they teach for others who are other than the Upanishadic seekers and the Upanishadic teachers. These type of people are there all around the world. Allah is sitting on heaven. Jesus is sitting on heaven. A two biggest religion misleading the entire people. There is no such a Lord sitting in the heaven. The reality is the Lord is in the form of creation. Each and every speck of sand is nothing but the Creator. Whether it is sentient or insentient, the Creator is right in front of you in the form of mobile, in the form of laptop, in the form of teaching, in the form of guru, in the form of everything, in the form of dog, in the form of everything. In order to know that, you need some blessings from that all-pervading Lord. When you miss this blessing, you will be always believing some other things or some other ideas. So, the dualistic ideas are being propounded. They teach their next generation, and it is being already spread all over the world. That is being condemned by the Gaudapada Acharya and the Shruti. And here, in order to justify the statement, what is there in the mind of Gaudapada Acharya, Adi Shankara justifies his own commentary, bringing the words and sentences from the Upanishad. Nanatva darshanam nindyate. Condemning the dualistic vision by the Shruti. How? Nadu tadu dvitiyam asti. There is no any other secondary soul in the world or secondary entity as God. One single logic I would like to remind you. If there are two gods in this world with the same strength and same capacity, the rules will not work out here. Like two kings having same strength, keep a traffic rule. One king will pass a rule that when you see the red light, you have to move from the portion. When you see the green light, you have to stop. The other king will pass a rule. When you see the green light, you have to move through the road. When you see the red light, you have to stop on the road. Both are opposite rules. How can a rule can be furnished here? Swami Aiketu Vyavastha Syad Eka Parthiva Desham. Nanatma Abhivatam Naiva Viruddha Vishayatvatah. Swami Aiketu Vyavastha Syad Eka Parthiva Desham. A king can only establish all kinds of rule in the country. If there are two kings in the country, two are having same strength and same capacity and difference in thinking, rules are not practical in any country. Similarly, in the creation, there is a rule. For example, gravitational force. Apple should fall down below when it is ripened. This is the one rule. Suppose if there is another lord with the same capacity, he will say when the apple is ripened, it should go up towards the space. So rule cannot be practical when there are two different same strengthened people. So that itself says that there is only one Lord. If you analyze the entire creation, you will find out every rule can only possible when there is only one person who is looking at the rules, commenting on the rules. So, Nadu tad dvitiyamasti, there is no two devadas. Nadu tad dvitiyamasti, there is no two lords. There is no duality in the world. Dvitiyat vai bhayam bhavati. What a beautiful sentence. It takes a lot of time to explain itself. Anything existing apart from me make me insecure. If I am a girl and I see another girl and she is more beautiful than me, I feel insecure. If I have a car and I see another car which is more beautiful than my car, I am insecure. If I see a house which is more beautiful than my house, I am insecure. Anything existing apart from me will make me insecure. This is the business techniques done by all the mobile companies, all the car companies, all other products also. What is being manufactured today is being altered after 3 days and more attractive than the previous one. Then you feel insecure, we should have bought that. Then that enthusiasm will end up buying that also. So this is called Udara Mantaram Kurude Didiyadvai Bhayam Bhavadi. Always there will be fear when there is a second thing in the world. It can be extended towards a bull, towards a snake, towards a demon, towards anything. Anything existing as second will make me insecure and it will make a threat on me. Suppose there is a snake in this room, I will feel insecure. When it will come, it will pop up. This is a Taittiriya Upanishad statement. Another statement. Udara mantaram kurude asya bhayam bhavati. If you think there is a separation between Lord and me, only a small separation. Udara, very small separation between me and Lord. That itself will make me a lot of fear and insecurity. It is very important that in order to feel security, more secure, you should identify with the other person. Myself and the other person are having one single entity as the base or locus. We are one. We are one Lord. The fastest runner in the world, Usain Bolt, and the person who is sitting and eating some bananas should not feel any insecure or threat by looking the Bolt. He is a person who is having a huge appetite all the time. He just eat bananas, after that some fried items, after that some other things, enjoying the world and people because they have a lot of money. And Usain Bolt is running for 9.83 100 meters in 9.73 seconds or 9.83 seconds. This person should not feel any insecure. Anyway, he don't feel insecure because he never think about Usain Bolt. The point is, if you are a sports person, you should not be helpless by mind. You should not feel uncomfortable by looking to a beautiful boy or a beautiful man or a woman or having ability. Insecurity is the main problem. When I see somebody other than me, why should she? Why should he? Insecurity inside the mind, Let them live a life, whatever they want. They can go to heaven or hell. I am living my life properly. Or I will live my life properly. Never think about the separation between two individual bodies. Always think the base of two individual bodies are one and the same. I am not separate from anything from the world. But by body and by the creation, we seems to be separate. So these are all the condemning sentences in the Shruti regarding the duality. Now, Acharya explains the unity between the individual soul and the Supreme Soul, which is from another Upanishads, which we are going to discuss in the next class. Bhashya continues for this verse. Okay, we will stop here. We will continue in the next class. I want to explain more clear. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Gobhramanebhya Shupamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshadu Parjanyaha Prithvi Sasya Shalini Deshoyam Choparahitaha Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhagbhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Purnamata Purnamidam Purnat Purnamutachyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om